Welcome to this edition of U.S. Automatic Fire and Security's e-News. I am Brian Sauer, Director of Training. In this edition, we are going to review main drain tests. What is a main drain? Main drains are required by NFPA 13, standard for the installation of sprinkler systems. The purpose of the main drain is twofold. First, it allows for the draining of the sprinkler system in the event of necessary maintenance or repair to overhead system piping or sprinkler heads. Secondly, the main drain is provided to permit the performance of a main drain test. NFPA 13 mandates the size of main drain connections, with the most common size being a 2-inch drain for risers that are 4 inches and larger. What is a main drain test? A main drain test is performed by fully opening the main drain connection on the sprinkler system riser, recording the static and residual pressure readings, and comparing them to previous test results. The purpose of the main drain test is to ensure the availability of an adequate water supply to the sprinkler system and to ensure that all water supply control valves are in the fully open position. When are main drain tests required? NFPA 25, the standard for inspection, testing, maintenance of water-based fire protection systems, the 2002 edition, as referenced by the Indiana Fire Code, mandates that a main drain test be performed annually at each fire protection system riser. If you have a large industrial facility with 25 system risers, then 25 main drain tests must be performed once a year. In systems where the sole water supply is pulled through a backflow prevention device, a main drain test must be performed on one system downstream of the device on a quarterly basis. And lastly, a main drain test is required any time a fire protection system control valve is closed and then reopened. Let's perform a main drain test in real time. We begin by taking a static pressure reading from the sprinkler system gauge. This is the pressure reading observed with no water flowing. Next, we open the 2-inch main drain test connection on the system riser. As we open the main drain test connection to the fully open position, we observe the pressure drop on the sprinkler system gauge. This pressure reading is the pressure reading with water flowing, otherwise known as the residual pressure. This pressure is noted. The main drain test connection is then closed and the system is restored to its normal operating pressure. So a main drain test has been completed and you have the results. What do the results mean? What constitutes a poor main drain test? Ideally, as a building owner, you'll have the original above-ground contractor's material test certificate that was provided to you when the system was first installed and accepted by the contractor and local authority having jurisdiction. This documentation has the first main drain test that has been conducted. The reality is this documentation is quite often misplaced and not usually available. In the absence of this, main drain test results should be compared to the previous year's main drain test results. So what constitutes a poor main drain test? Well, under the 2002 edition of NFPA 25, there is no clear guidance provided on what constitutes a poor test. In the 2011 edition of NFPA 25, which is currently under consideration for adoption by the state of Indiana, it clearly states when there is a 10% reduction in full flow pressure when compared to the original acceptance test or previously performed test, the cause of the reduction shall be identified and corrected. Thank you for viewing this edition of U.S. Automatic Fire and Security's e-News. I hope you've learned a little bit about main drain testing and its importance in ensuring the adequacy and proper operation of your fire protection system. Please feel free to contact us if you have any questions and visit our website at www.usautomatic.com. www.usautomaticfire.com.